Hey everyone, this is Joe for Koolchords.com, and today we're learning Iron Maiden's Hallowed Be Thy Name. Okay, so this song is in E standard tuning. If you don't know what E standard tuning is, please refer to one of our previous videos on tuning. So this song begins, it has an acoustic intro, or a clean guitar intro, I should say, and it's finger plucked. So the song is based in E, and there's going to be a lot of pedaling on open E. So like so. And what I'm doing is, so that I'm ready with my pick next, once the guitars come in, or the heavy guitars come in, I've just got it kind of tucked away between my first finger and my middle finger. Okay, so the song begins again with an open E. And then what you're doing is you're basically playing octaves. Right? Like so. Okay, so the first octave, your ring finger will be on your B string and at the 12th fret, and your first finger will be on your A string, and these will always be the two strings that you're playing, just so you know for this intro. So you're always on B and A, okay, and you're plucking them together like so. As I was saying, first fret, or first finger on your, that would be your 10th fret on A. Okay, 10th fret on A, 12th fret on B. So that's your next chord, and that would be your 9th fret on A and your 10th fret on B. And the way you're kind of plucking or playing it is kind of a bit of a staccato. What's really ringing out is your open E string throughout. So that's where the sustain's coming from, and then you're kind of lightly plucking away on those chords. Okay, now moving on from that position, you're moving down a whole step to the 7th fret and the 8th fret. So 7th fret on A, 8th fret on B. Okay, and now you're moving down a whole step to the 5th fret on A, 7th fret on B. And here's where it gets a little tricky. What you're doing is you're kind of sliding up and back down. So you're sliding to the previous chord that you just played and then back down to that position. So okay. So the next chord is your 3rd fret on A, 5th fret on B, and then back up. This is the first time around. It alternates. So the first run of this riff goes back up to the 5th fret. Okay, so. And then the riff begins again with the open E. I'll play that correct this time. And it ends on the 2nd fret of A and the 4th fret of B on the second time around. Okay, so it's always going to alternate between these two. This is what's happening below the vocal line of "I'm waiting in my cold cell," and you'll hear all those the bells, no pun intended, chiming. So after the intro is done, the drums kick in, and so do the lead guitars. And it starts off with harmony guitars, and I'll show you the first harmony, which is the higher harmony. Okay, I'll play it right this time. And again, it's going to alternate between the two variations, very similar to the intro, where the first one will be higher, the second will be lower. So what you're doing is you're grabbing the 13th fret on your B string, and you're pulling up, you're bending up to a whole step, or bending a whole note, so up to that note is what you want to get. And then back down, 12th fret, 10, 12, 10. Now on your G string, you're playing the 12th fret, and then back up to the 10th fret on your B string. So, first pass. Okay, so there's the change. So 12 on G, and then the 11th fret on G. Okay. All right, so that's the first harmony. That's the second harmony, which is the lower harmony, obviously. On B, that one starts, again, it's a whole step bend from the 10th fret, right? Up a whole step, so you want to get that note, your 12th fret. Okay, so back down to 10, to the 8th fret, 8th fret, 7th fret, and then a hammer-on pull-off between your 8th fret and your 7th fret. Okay, so that's the first run. Again, that is the 9th fret back up to the 7th fret. Now, where the change comes again is 9, 8 on G. Okay, so we've got that down. Next comes the main riff.